How's it going, everybody? We're running a little late. It's been a slew of technical difficulties this week, one after another, but sometimes it is just that way. Anyways, it is time for some Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Where are we at? What are we doing? It is episode 328. And we are, I think, pretty close to the end of things, unless there's some, like, secret, agenda at the end. We have the Secrets of Creation, which is a series of puzzles that we are going to try to finish. We have the Heart of Fallen Land, which is, I think, maybe the final quest, or leading into the final quest, and that's to actually go to the City of Iz and deal with Queen Galfrey, or find Queen Galfrey. We have the Murky Grotto, which is some DLC stuff that we're probably going to dip our toes back into and try to finish up there. We've got the in-game quest, which is all of the Crusader stuff, which we're working towards. And then we have the In Pursuit of the Past. So, right now I think we're actually going to be working on the In Pursuit of the Past.
Beautiful.
I say working on it. We're basically... I know we have one new script. Let's do this first. Let's go rest. Because once we're out, we might not come back in, basically.
You have such pretty golden hair.
Ooh.
When I look at it, I always think
Talking
of
to
the
Darren?
sun, angels, fresh bread, and all sorts of good things.
Fresh bread, you say? Poor hungry child. I hope you won't try to eat me while I sleep.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. I like that a lot. Very, very nice. Man, I'm actually really looking forward to I say that. I'm trying not to get too hyped about it, but I do feel like I'm looking forward to Rogue Trader. Just as something different, you know? We're heading to the streets. We're gonna go see the storyteller and hope that I sincerely doubt we have been so thorough as to correctly find every single page of the storytellers.
I am here all
Hey
week.
Bismuth, you're alive. Interesting. Alright, well, I'm gonna try to not worry about that, but I don't know if I can leave if Bismuth isn't with me, so... I guess we can always, like, take him off. Found a page that might interest you. Another piece of evidence from the past. Alright. I mean... Ah, the Mask of Nothing. Right, that's what we got from Enigma. From, shit. Areshkagal, I believe. Hey, how's it going, Alchemist? How you be? See if you can find out anything about this mask. Oh god. Launching right into Storyteller. Okay, let's read some text, shall we? The Storyteller touches the mask reluctantly. I see darkness, endless, total, empty. I don't know what it is. I can't make it out. A flash, a flow of power, the birth of something I cannot fathom. I hear a wild roar rising from the depths of emptiness, resonating with flashes of light. If I had ears, I'd be death. Death? Death, even. If I had eyes, they would burn. But I'm just a grain of sand in the middle of nothing. With no will, no goal, no name. Oreshkagal's whole nothingness trope was interesting. It's going. Just ate and finished recording Shredder's Revenge. We had a good time with that game. That was a lot of fun. I think Jay, Mitch, and I played it. It was fun. I've been good. The week has been full of technical difficulties. And work is very, very it's just a bit much right now. But I mean, it's going okay. April best character. I don't actually know. I know we played around a little bit with various characters, but I don't know how much anyone played with April. I don't remember. You know how that goes with the tech difficulties? It's so strange to me. Like, I'll go... I don't know. I'm kind of known in my friend group for always having technical difficulties. But I'll go... A lot of times, the technical difficulties that I have are just little minor inconveniences. Like, oh, Streamlabs forgot my microphone settings, so I have to reset those. Cool, whatever. It takes like 30 seconds. The biggest annoyance is when I don't realize that it's happened. But sometimes you get those scenarios where it's like, oh no, things are actually breaking. And this week it's been like 2 or 3 things that are like, oh, well fuck. Like, I don't know if my capture card set up for my Switch works at all anymore. I haven't had time to test it as much as I want to. So I'm gonna have to do more testing this weekend, but it's just like, well, fuck. Okay, we are bouncing. We're going to get out of here, and we are going to, I think, go try to do some puzzles. Fortunately, I do have some backups as far as capture card scenarios go, but they're relatively involved. So if the current setup is actually broken, I'll be able to continue. It'll just require me to actually do some work and fix up a new setup, basically. But it is what it is. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, do we have movement for the Crusaders? We do. All right. Is this the last army? No, there's 2 demon armies down here. Gotcha. Okay. Well, might be one of the last armies. Let's see how this goes. Can we... I mean, we could if we need to. Oh, we can call to arms. Don't we have a group incoming? Yeah, we should wait on that. You'd cry if anything important broke down on your PC. You can't afford that right now. I can't really afford it right now either. I just had some backup alternatives donated to me previously, so I have them kind of like in pocket. Otherwise, I would very much be like, oh fuck, freaking out. So yeah, I definitely feel that. Oh, Brillani's. Yeah, we'll bring them down this direction. Okay, we are going to call to arms 26. We'll do the snapshot. And let's see how much this gets us. Call to arms. Boom! That got us 6 veterans. That got us 5 paladins. Weird. That got us 12 Yama-Azatas. That got us 10 rangers. That got us 10 assassins. And that got us 5 Brillani-Azatas. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. So I'm winning the game? Yeah, we're pretty close to the end. I think we've only got a handful of quests left. We've done the vast majority of the side content. We've beaten know, every challenge that we've come up against so far. So I don't think we're gonna win I don't think we're gonna beat the game tonight, but I do think we're getting pretty close. Maybe depending on how much I play, especially considering I can't play the Switch setup right now, so I can't play Fire Emblem Engage. I might just be playing Pathfinder for the next week or so, which means we might knock it out pretty quick. We'll see. Okay, we've got a whole bunch of stuff. Those Meriliths are going to be a problem. Those Lilitus potentially going to be a problem. This is one of the last fights. I have no idea why we wouldn't just Firestorm. And let's Finger of Death this Dretch, because that's a shit ton of Dretches. Ooh, even Finger of Deathing that, we barely did any damage to it. That's wild. We're going to accelerate, and we're just going to auto-combat, I think. Let's see how these Dretches respond. Jeez, this is real fucking slow and methodical. That Dretch is just repeatedly doing Stinking Cloud, which, if he came over and attacked, it might actually be a problem. "23 killed there. We are losing most of our assassins. Not really actually a problem. Gonna play on hands here. And that should help speed things up. So I've been playing Engage. How do I like it? I like it a lot. I think it's actually a really fun Fire Emblem game. I have some, you know, like, personal issues with the modern Fire Emblems. I don't mind if people like the way that they're set up, but I think they're kind of packed with content that I don't necessarily care a lot about, right? Which I think just falsely lengthens the game and distracts me from what I'm actually interested in, which is the story and the gameplay. But that being said, the gameplay is really, really good. Like, it's super smooth, very fluid gameplay. The animations are fantastic. The terrain and how they incorporated all the things feels very quintessentially Fire Emblem, but it's a lot of fun. It feels really good. Yeah, the hangouts after battle at the base, having to run around and pick up all the items on the ground. Fishing, and I love fishing. I love fishing in games most of the time, but the fishing is just there because it's an easy, simple mini game. They have a do push-ups or squats mini game. They have a cook some stuff, and there's mechanical benefits for all of this. Like, you get stuff out of doing the things, but it's just kind of busy work. It's not busy work. To the right people, it's engaging, and it feels like they're sucked into the world. So I don't begrudge them that. It's just not for me. You know, it adds so much time. It feels like if I do all of the things that I'm quote unquote supposed to do between every match or every map, right? It's like I have to play an extra 30-ish minutes between every map before I go and actually do the next thing, right? It just feels very tedious. But the gameplay is it's beautiful. It feels good, like the crits feel good. The just regular attacks, like dodging or parrying blows, feels amazing. It looks and sounds very good. I like a lot of the characters. I think they have a very good cast. The story is semi-generic and full of plot holes, but most Fire Emblem games are like that, so I'm not especially concerned. It weighs it down for me, but not so significantly that I can't enjoy it, you know? Yunaka as a Wolf Rider is OP. Yunaka is just OP, period. Like, I haven't changed her out of her thief class, and she's got stupid stats, right? Like, I don't know if her stat growth is always like that, or if she just, the I got lucky on her stat growth, but like her stats are stupid compared to everyone else. And yeah, her personality is just a lot of fun. So I think she's a really great character. At the head of the demonic army, a powerful Lilitu demon was marching. Her eyeless face was hidden behind an eerie mirror-like mask. The specular mask, was shattered, but the demon had melted its shards right into her face, into her flesh. A mage who sensed the power of this strange relic retrieved the reflective shards and gave them to the commander. We got Face Stealer's mask? What the fuck? Alright, we got a whole another wall of text. Lyric Ha'an was Sorosta's greatest philosopher. Bunch of proper nouns that I'm not familiar with. But few people still remember his name. The bards call him the Face Stealer, a great sage brought low by passion and hubris. Lyric Ha'an believed he could answer any riddle, solve any mystery. Having heard about the wisdom of Demon Lord Ereshkigal, he dared to challenge the Faceless Sphinx. Within a circle of 23 candles, Lyric Ha'an chanted, "Come and give me your most difficult riddle, from dusk till dawn." When the last candle burned out, the dim light of the dawn revealed a woman wearing a bloody pharaoh's striped. I've heard this word before, but it's been so long I cannot remember it. I don't think it's just Nimis, and I don't think it's just Neems, but I don't know. She handed a mirror mask to Lyric Ha'an. Don it, for it contains the riddle of the wise man's true face. Solve it, and boundless knowledge will be yours. But if you make a mistake, the mask will claim a part of your own visage. As the woman vanished, Lyric Ha'an put on the mask and witnessed a conundrum of infinite complexity. He kept giving wrong answers time and again, making his face bleed like an open wound until his soul started to follow suit. Feeling his end draw near, but unable to concede defeat, Lyric Ha'an embarked on a journey. He asked but a single question to every traveler he met. What is the wise man's true face? He repeated their answers, howled in pain, cruelly murdered them, and flayed their faces. Unable to move on, the souls of his victims surrounded him, covered his shoulders like a ghostly cloak, and drove him delirious with their whispers until the former sage became known in Sarkoris as the Face Stealer. Lyric Ha'an quickly forgot who he was and only remembered the riddle he was supposed to solve. He wandered the roads of Sarkoris for years until he met a renowned artificer named Zarya. The woman saw a tall, gaunt figure emerge from the fog, wrapped in a shroud of spectral faces. The sage's voice cut through the barely audible murmur of lost souls. What is the wise man's true face? Trying to save herself, Zarya offered Lyric Ha'an her help. She promised the madman that she would create an artifact that would reveal his true visage. Lyric Ha'an brought her 23 dragon scales, no less and no more, a vial of prisoner blood, and the blade of an executioner's axe. Then Zarya forged a blade of astonishing beauty. Wield it, and let the knife's edge show you the path to what you seek, the path to the wise man's true face, she said. But when the Face Stealer touched the knife, the blade greedily plunged itself into his mask, shattering the mirror-like surface and releasing the souls of his victims into the sky. The faces Lyric Ha'an had stolen fell to the ground as useless clumps of flesh, leaving only a gory skull behind. The Face Stealer perished, and wise Zarya hid the shattered mask so nobody else would fall prey to Ereshkigal's gruesome riddle. Fucking hell. You don't think you've ever heard that word pronounced? I swear I've heard it. I watch way too many, like, history things here or there. I swear I've heard it recently, but I can't remember where or why. So. Interesting! We did the thing! Okay. We've got stuff happening. Also, how's it going, Lime? Delicious treats! Oh my god. Treats! You want a treat? I mean, I can go find you a treat, but I don't know that we have any, like...
Hey, That needs to be a slot on your thing, though.
A delicious treat for Casey?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there's the Lippo.
They can get a point each.
What if you start watching and you start giving treats to yourself? Does that count? Alright, come on. Come on. You gotta stay in my chat. The longer you... No, you don't have to post. You just have to have it. I think it can't be muted. I think so. Hey, come on. Come on. Come on. They're just looking at me like, what are you doing, Papa? You haven't made much progress on your next project? Aw. Well, that's okay. Much progress doesn't always have to be a thing. Progress is nice, though. Oh, the boy. Okay. Well, I will get the boy. Come here. Hey. We don't put paws up, sir. Sir. Lippo also got hers, but she's down here. Right here. Oh, it's a sweet boy. That's a sweet boy. He's like, give me food. Give me food, Papa. The bad boy. That greedy boy. Oh, have you not fed him? Enchanting the altar of the first retriever. Oh, right. Okay. I remember this. We can... Okay, the relic that was created from the altar of the first retriever is attracting practitioners of secret knowledge. A druid who has arrived in Dresden is asking for permission to cleanse the sacred item of corruption. A dark priestess from Nidal wishes to dedicate it to her patron, Zon Kuthon. And a frenzied worshipper of Lamashtu yearns to awaken the spirit of the long-dead monster, who will be given the right to touch the relic. Zon Kuthon... We've read this before. This shirt is woven from All right. What am I hovering over that you're wanting to show me the stats for? Specifically, like, game. Find the path, damn it. This shirt is woven from spider web. It strangles the wearer, inflicting a -5 penalty on mobility skill checks. It also helps to discharge... I don't think that's what strangle means. It also helps to discharge electric damage, granting the wearer electricity resistance 30. Whenever the wearer is hit by a non-slashing weapon, they must pass a reflex saving throw DC 20 or become staggered for the first attack in a round, as well as suffer a -2 penalty to attack rolls for 1 round. So the only benefit I'm getting is the electricity 30. Not sound great. Cleanse the gear. This clean and nice shirt is woven from retriever spider silk purified with druidic magic. Whenever a druid wearing it casts a spell from their spellbook, they cast it as if they were 1 level higher. That's nice. That's pretty decent. They also gain a +10 competence bonus on lore nature skill checks. This is, I do want to point out, like, this is an item we got at the very beginning of the game. We could have had this a long time ago, so. Or we can pray to the abyss. Whenever the wearer polymorphs into any creature, they gain a +4 enhancement bonus to attack and damage rolls made with limbs. Whenever a creature hits them with a melee attack, that creature suffers 1d6 piercing damage. I don't know if an enhancement bonus is gonna stack with the other things we're already doing. So in theory, I was like, oh, we could give this to Sociel for when he's polymorphed into a dragon. But I don't think a +4... I think the enhancement bonuses, we're already getting that from other things. I could be wrong, but we're going to roleplay this and we're just going to cleanse it. I don't think that... I think that means we're not going to use it for anything, but whatever. The druidic magic have cleaned the item woven from the web of the first retriever by summoning the totem of the spider, a skilled and patient retriever. They have exorcised the spell from this dark relic. Cool. You thought only a druid could polymorph? Well, it might be. That might be what they mean, but I took it as any sort of what's it called? I think so. There's even things like frightful aspect and what's the legendary aspect or legendary size or whatever it is. I think those count as polymorphs as well. Or like turning into an elemental, I think, is a quote-unquote polymorph effect, but I could be wrong. I don't actually know. The fate of Zorus's pin. I feel like a royal parade. Yeah, we don't need that. Creatures, defenders of freedom. Oh, yeah, sure. Let's do the Havoc Dragon. Did we actually do a dragon yet? I don't think we did. Which means it's still kind of waiting for that. Still roar. Alright, so everything else I think is fine where it's at. Wait, were we going to... The Sisters does sound like a really good thing to pick up, honestly. Why not? Yeah, we've got just kind of like this super stacked fucking unit building back here. These guys are a 6 strength just off of this. No leader, no nothing. Don't we have a general? Yeah, we have this guy. Setsuna Shai. Okay, that seems fine. We are going to teleport, I think, over to... Yeah, we're just going to teleport to Treasonholm. And we're going to go to the core of the riddle. Oh, well, look. Pass 1 hour. Can now teleport to Treason. Boom. Done and done. Hell yeah. Okay. Now we get to do... This might not go well, and I've already thought about this for a little bit. I am not going to beat my head in on these puzzles. We're gonna try to see if we can get into them. I still think we're missing one set, so we might have to look up where that set is if we can even do that. And if we can figure out the puzzle, great. If we can't, we're just gonna look up the answer. Because I've already come to the conclusion that some of the puzzles in this game I love, and they're a lot of fun and cool. I'm happy with them. And then others are absolutely not worth me going apeshit over.
Here we go.
We're just exploring the outskirts real quick because it's been a while since we've been here.
I can handle it.
Alright, this is the one that we've actually already done. This fucking puzzle, I swear to God. Like, you see, like, this whole thing over here? This means nothing, right? Like, this means nothing. It's not even like, oh, it's trying to signify that these are over here, these are in the middle, and these are... No, like, it could have been like, hey, start with this here, and things in this line need to go bloop, bloop, bloop. But nope.
Can't make the demons wait.
I'm still salty about this puzzle. I'm still salty about that one. Once I knew what I was trying to accomplish, like, I kind of... It was doable, right? But by the time I even figured out what I was trying to accomplish there, the rest of it was just basically spoiled for me. Okay, so I think this is the final one. You know what? Actually, that might be the situation. It might be that we have to do the other two, which we do have the things for, and then maybe we'll just be able to do this one, or maybe we'll get the pieces for this one along the way. The final veil, Legacy of the Ancients. Okay, let's go to Legacy of the Ancients and see how this goes. Fingies crossed. Where's my... Did you steal my boy? Did you just stealing kitty cats? It's a hard knock life for me over here. Hey, Lippo. Steal Lippo. Yeah, that's totally who I want. Oh, actually, a good point. I mean, Lippo, you're welcome to stick around if you... Oh, no, she ran. Lippo's welcome to... I actually got this as a stand-in. So that's the cat stand-in. All right, let's take a look at what we got going on here, shall we?
Beautiful.
I will prove my worth. You called?
I'm trusting you.
Yeah, I remember kind of sort of coming here. Okay.
I will follow my dream.
Don't know what the fuck this positioning means. Screenshot of this so I can see it consistently. All right. Are you over there crying, Boy Bean? What have you got to be crying about, sir? Is your space taken? Is that why you're sad? Says there was something in my spot. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm gonna blame you for being part of the reason why I take such a long time to get through video games. Gotta take off and pet you and make sure you're doing okay, because you're always crying. You just cry, baby. Just sweet boy. Okay, back to this puzzle. Let's see how this goes. We have double, Sure. What do we have of that? This one. This one. Fuck, what was the goddamn... The other one was you couldn't have any touching? Is that what it was? The cat used to sit in your lap when you played, but he was fat, so it hurt your legs after a while. That made it hard to focus. Yeah. Oh, that's very understandable. Otis, I'm not gonna worry about you. You're very focused on the Lippo right now. Yeah, if he sat in my lap for any length of period, it would be no bueno. Okay, so. I kind of want to see... We have one of those. Why does that have a different symbol? Or, sorry, not a different symbol, but a different... Oh. Yeah. I don't actually know what the... This is the thing that I don't like, is that the... I'm sure there are people who figure this out immediately, but using these things, like in the other chamber, like, this doesn't give a clear indication to me of what the starter thing is. Like, I'm pretty sure the concept is no touching. I got a bucket. You thought that after the Enigma I was done with these puzzles? Yeah, this is the last little thing. So I'm not going to beat my head against the wall. I'm not going to start by looking up the answer, but I'm going to try to see if I can do a Secrets of Creation Pathfinder hints. Can I get some hints? I don't want answers, but I want hints. Forgotten Secrets. Is that the one where we're on? We're in the Legacy of the Ancients, actually. Right. Is this like a game of dominoes? You put like numbers together? Yeah, that's what I remember. So here, we'll take a little journey real quick. So
let's see what we can do.
We can go to the Heart of Mystery. If the Pathfinder can find the path. And if we can load. But I do believe, yes, right? Like you put like symbols together, basically. But the issue I have is figuring out what to fucking start with, right? So the core of the riddle is what we have done. We looked this one up when we did it. We got frustrated trying to follow what I thought was the hints, and it not being the hints. So,
here we go.
Yeah, so the situation is like touches like, right? So you got to match them all up. It started with this one, so this one had to touch here. I will say though, like, there was no indication, and this is what made it really, really difficult. This was here, and apparently this is gibberish, right? Like, this does not correspond to this puzzle at all, or so I have read, right? This was the hint on what to start with, but it doesn't give you a hint on, like, what else you're supposed to have going on. So there's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles that you could have put into this spot to start with, and there's only one correct choice, right? So it's very obtuse and very cagey with the information that it presents. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to see if I can get a hint, maybe, on where to start, because I would love to actually try to do the puzzle, but I don't want to sit here in wild guessing game or beat myself up about not getting, oh, well, this thing is in this order, so they mean you're supposed to do this thing. Fucking know that. This is the type of puzzle that I don't appreciate. I like puzzles that give me a lot of information up front and then, like, let me figure things out from there. But puzzles that are very, like, cagey with their initial information, it's either they trigger something for you and you're in them, or they don't and you're not. So this is, I'm assuming it's going to be the same type of scenario, right? Like, can't touch each other, right? But I don't know where the fuck that starts, right? Like, the one in the other chamber was like one of these off things touches, right? So that's what you start with. But there isn't a like touches like here, right? Unless I'm silly. No. That's correct. That's not correct. It's that and this. That doesn't exist. Does it? That does. It's right here. Ah, okay. Hold up. Wait, is that correct? Wait, what? That's... Why is it different? It doesn't actually flip them. What? That's so weird to me. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this with the idea that this is correct, and if it works, cool. If it does not work, then we're just gonna look at the answer and we're gonna move on with our lives, right? Okay. That being said, that is gonna be the end of this video. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. We're gonna keep playing. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time for more Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.